Okay, welcome everybody listening. This is Adam Beebe, broker at Latona's, and you're attending the open house to seller. And sir, I'm going to let you pronounce your name fully as well as the site name properly. So please introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Matjaž Cuznar from Slovenia, the seller of Zdravstvena.info. So welcome everybody.
Very good. Thank you for doing that. Everyone listening, live, I should say. We will have this recording up on Latona's within 24 hours, but this is applicable for people who are listening live. If you haven't already done so, please dial into the audio bridge right now. You can use your computer mic, speakers, or the phone. You can ask questions via the chat functionality in the GoToMeeting. The two of us are going to be the only ones speaking, but I'll ask your questions verbatim as they come in and at the appropriate time. So what we're looking at is really a health portal, which I'll let the seller get more into. It's something that's in some manifestation has been around for almost 10 years. These are the numbers that anyone can access on Latona's. It gives you the annual revenue, expenses, uniques, page views, asking price, as well as some other information here, a PR of 5, Google PageRank. If you or when you provide an email, sign up for an account, you can click on these blue hyperlinks, and that will break down the monthly revenue, expenses, uniques, and page views. Without further delay, let me, if I could, turn the floor over to you, sir, if you would. We're going to be going over the history here, and I know it's roughly 10 years. So kind of over the next few minutes, if you would, go into the history of the site, and in this case, it's 7 sites. Go into the history of how it started, what was added, what's different now than, and how it's grown since when it started. So I'll let you speak right now. Go ahead and take it away. Describe the history of the site.
Okay, so the main portal was with the idea I started working in healthcare 10 years ago, and in Slovenia, healthcare internet portals, there were just 1 or 2. So I got an idea to build a health portal with unique functions. So I started with my brother and 2 friends. So we slowly built a unique functions with educational stuff on portal, from seminars, from doctors, nurses, and students of nursing, free exchanging of educational stuff. Then we started with blogs from the health workers and patients. Then we slowly adding functions to main portal. So in 10 years, here are 7 different portals. For example, one is for prevention. Here on prevention portal are articles from preventions, healthcare, health living, like maybe you know the portal prevention.com. The other portal is dedicated to bloggers, healthcare bloggers and patients. The third is project to represent all health facilities in Slovenia, hospitals, clinics, private sector, dentists, and so on. The fourth is the most visited and now most attractive portal over 2-3 years is online, and many Slovenian health workers visiting it, about 50,000 uniques per month. It's the jobs portal for healthcare workers in Slovenia and European Union. So this is the most visited and attractive, and also many advertisers, agencies, and so on advertising in this healthcare jobs portal. The fifth is educational health portal is for students of nursing. We have in Slovenia 6 or 7 schools for nursing students. That's about 5,000 or 7,000 nurses every year. And here on Students Educational Portal is also educational stuff which the students send to me, and I add it to the portal. So it's free, and they're using it now for 6 or 7 years. And the last one is for the high school nurses. We have in our country high school nurses and faculty colleges nurses. So these two we have covered in our portals. So the targetly population of visitors are patients, students of nursing, and of course health workers of kind, doctors, physiotherapists, dentists, and so on. We also started a few years now on Facebook promotions. We have 2 groups on Facebook with 15,000 fans, and last year we started also with Twitter campaign. Like I say, it's the 3rd or most visited portal in our country in healthcare sector. So this is history of all portals are merged into one. That's the main portal, Zdravstvena.info. So that will
great.
be
Great job there. Yeah, great job there. And as you mentioned, the Facebook. How long have you had a Facebook page for this site?
Facebook site. The first one, it's about. I must take a look the date.
It's not a big deal. Are we talking about a couple years?
Yeah, it's I'm searching it. 4 or 5 years. It's up. It's Zaposleni v zdravstvu. It have 30,000 fans. Mostly of them are health workers. And the other one, Zdravstvena.info, is 1 year old. It started with a new portal with redesign.
Okay. This is the Wayback Machine Archive.org. Anyone can go there. This one shows some images starting in early 2007. We've got quite a few slides here, so I'll make sure we pace it properly. You do have, and there was something with Google Analytics that you mentioned that's in the listing. This is for May 18th through, this is for the year, actually for a little bit more than a year. As far as spikes, dips and valleys, what would you like to talk about as it relates to traffic coming to one or all the sites?
Yeah, the spikes are mostly in the middle of the week because patients searching for health facilities and more searching for the students are learning in the middle of the week. For the weekend, there are less traffic because of the job ads, and they are not searching for facilities, and students are on vacations or so on. So the traffic on weekends are lower than in the middle of the week, bigger. The most highly spikes are with some controversial articles that we have from some massive we have for the bloggers, for example, they picture it or write a story about massive accidents, and in 1 week it visited, I don't know, 20,000-30,000 people. So that's the point of that spikes.
And the majority of the traffic comes from Slovenia, Serbia, Croatia, obviously, since these are the relevant relevant countries there. You do most of your traffic organic search. Have you ever bought traffic? Have you ever done much with, well, actually, you're doing a lot with social media, it looks like. Have you ever purchased any traffic, any links?
Yeah, from the government healthcare sites, I in few years start building links and few articles and exchange banners from the majority health sites also for compensations. And I also have few banners in real life near hospitals and near health facilities for direct traffic. That is also every year most visited, or they're getting people informed. And few articles in healthcare magazines, most readable. That
That's good.
and so, of course.
I'm going to, and really a lot of this is consistent. There's not a need from what I'm seeing people here to overly review this. It's basically we're talking about there are the organic and the social switch back and forth depending on the actual site. We're seeing dips during the week for your explanation. The majority of the traffic comes from, as mentioned, Slovenia, Serbia, Croatia. That's obviously because what it covers. We just wanted to put all these in here, but you already mentioned the relevant portions. So I don't want to burn up time doing this. We'll get to some more interesting stuff. Backlinking. What have you done as it relates to backlinking, please?
Backlinking, like I say, in few articles and few pages, but now 1 or 2 years I didn't do much. I didn't focus much on that backlinking stuff.
Okay. As far as any of these, some of our, we have buyers everywhere. I'm not sure if people on this call are aware of what these sites are. Can you look at these? And I'm not saying everyone, but what's one site in particular that jumps out at you? Obviously, this first one's a government site.
Yes, this is jobs employment, the first government job site for the young people and healthcare sector. They have linked my portal there.
Okay. What happened in January because of the due to this? Why did it spike up 60% or whatever that is in January?
Yeah, in January we renew the main portal Zdravstvena.info and do a big marketing the whole month with articles, magazines, blogs, so on. So many people, new people came and start using it. So we promote the new portal.
Okay. That explains it. The views really correspond nicely with the uniques. This makes sense. A lot of views, a lot of uniques, a lot of views. So it's a reasonably good trafficked site or a reasonably large trafficked site. Now, what's going to happen now is I'm going to put myself on mute for an extended period of time. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm looking through to see exactly how many admin slides we have. We have about 8 admin slides. Let's spend the next 5 to 8 minutes, if you will, just going over the back end of the site, meaning what we're looking at on the screen, so as to give a potential buyer, here's you looking at this, what you do. It's a WordPress. Anyone can read that word right there. But just tell us about the admin and what we're seeing on the screen. And then when you're done talking about this screenshot, please just say next and I'll advance. So this is going to be all you talking. Just say next and I'll do this and I'll advance to the next screen. So right here, what are we looking at, please?
We're looking at educational portal for graduated nurses. We have here on portal 6 years of faculty every year with different types of articles for surgeon, for healthcare, for nursing. And here on portals, students send me through email educational stuff. I take a look and add the article into site. So it's practically the whole faculty of legal educational stuff is here on the portal, well organized and tagged and SEO optimized, so students can find it, they can print it, they can read on their tables or phones. It's everything optimized, so it's kind of Google Educational Live portal for nursing faculties. It's, I don't know, 5 or 6 years we are collecting articles, so you can see here is 640 articles in different types of healthcare professions. So we can go next. This is the blog. People or visitors, they register and they blogging about their stories in healthcare. Medicine workers, students are blogging about the things they can do in hospitals or positive or negative ways. So, and it's also database for educational seminars from healthcare. This is the point of this site blog. Everyone can type and read about healthcare and what they are doing it. We can go next. This Ustanove is the portal for representing health facilities in whole country. We have private sector and the government sector. It's our hospitals, paramedic services, faculties, clinics. They're represented with addresses, phone numbers, web pages with pictures and short description of facility. So all patients and everything and every else have all data they can type, I don't know, University Clinical Center Ljubljana. They get here, they're very highly ranked in Google. So many patients came on these sites and found a phone number or email addresses or that. So this is the most unique and promising portal in these 7 portals that I have. We can go next. This is the high school nursing portal. It's the same like the first one, educational. Here are articles. We start with this portal 3 years ago. Here it's about 310 posts. Also, the study takes 4 years long. So we cover all high schools in Slovenia with educational stuff for learning for the high school students of nursing. We can go next. This is the prevention portal with prevention articles. Many people that are authors are from their own, I don't know, doctors are writing about doctor stuff, nursing are writing about the nursing, and so on. This is the most recognized and most quality health portal that it's online. It's point on the prevention. Like I say, there are articles about good cholesterol, healthy food, and so on, fitness, wellness, um, bio-eco organic stuff. So it's the trend now, and people are reading and talking and chatting and commenting and so on. So that's the prevention portal. We can go next. This is the healthcare jobs portal. We are collecting ads from Slovenia, and we are representing it for free. And also companies have the ability to put web formula and publish their jobs for free in this portal. For the jobs in European Union or in America or someone else, the ads are payable and we can advertise them. This portal is the most visited. It's about 45,000-50,000 per month, and they're visiting the health workers, unemployed workers, students. So we have the whole population of health workers in Slovenia. So the visits every month is higher and higher because there are every month less jobs and employment is higher. So this is the targetly most well-known and most visited healthcare jobs portal for health workers. We can go next. This is the main portal. It was renewed in January. The point of main portal is in it's like the hub for the others 6 healthcare portals, so people can navigate and visiting what they're interested. Here we renew some things, the news. We have now news for patients and news for healthcare workers. It's the most visited sections on portal. The other things is the heart of the portal is educational stuff. It's about collected in 10 years 3,050 quality presentations from seminars, symposiums, and so on from doctors. So we have all collected here, integrated in box.com, so people read it. If you take a look at yourself, you will see all stuff is integrated in portals, so they don't download them on their computer, but they are reading it on the portal. We add also their story, so patients can represent their story and connect with the health workers, so they communicate with things that went wrong or that stuff they have a bridge in connections about their healing and health workers that are working with it. We also add health recipes with healthy food and photographics from the hospitals and from the operation rooms and so on. And the last functions is videos from healthcare that are from YouTube, Vimeo, and so on, in Slovenian language, in English language, and so on. So it's the modern, unique health portal with many nice and easy modern functions for patients and healthcare workers. Okay, that's it for now.
Okay, sorry, I was just unmuting myself. This is where I'll come back in. Revenue, it took a large spike up in February and has kind of fallen since then. What happened in February?
Yeah, in February we start individual marketing with jobs portal with agencies that employ healthcare workers and getting them jobs in Switzerland, Austria, and so on. So we get a few individual contracts for advertising on jobs portals, so revenue jump. We didn't make in 7, 8 years individual marketing campaigns. We were just using AdSense and other stuff. In 2 years now we start slowly making and doing business with other advertising companies, so revenue is getting higher and higher every month.
Okay. Expenses. I know you have some fixed expenses. What's the difference between a $175 month and a $450 month?
Yes, there were in summer months, July, August, many authors were on vacations, so they didn't write many articles and things, so that expenses went low. And January, February, we run a new portal and they were very active, so the expenses went a little higher.
Okay. I'll put myself on mute a little bit here. We're going to be reviewing the day-to-day operations, what's required, how many hours. And then when you're done talking about that, site growth and expectations. And then when you're done with that, please tell us why you're selling. So we'll start it off, the first of 3 sides. Give your background, if you would, as far as what your skill set was 10 years ago and what you brought to the site. And then let us know how long it takes to operate the site. When you're done talking about this, just tell me to say next.
Okay. I was the ideal with the idea and started these portals. Then I collect trustful people from healthcare. So we started doing this. And now about the day-to-day operation of the site, it's the administrating the WordPresses, the articles, checking the comments, deleting some failed comments. We're also, me and my brother, writing the articles for the prevention, for the main portal, adding videos, cooking, making recipes, organizing all other authors, and making social Facebook promotions, emailing with other friends and portals for exchanging the compensation of advertising, making promotions, chatting on Facebook with faculties and so on with the patients. What is required? The skills of computering, I don't know. You must know the WordPress, the site. It's simple in English. Everything is there with simple plugins. No things are modified by ourselves. It's everything like the WordPress, and all the plugins are made. So it's the simple. We have one sysadmin for the VPS hosting and the other thing. So he's doing that for us. How many hours? I don't know. 2, 3, 4 hours a day. And the authors, I don't know, few hours a week, or they have free hands on how many articles they are writing per month. So the main work is they're doing, we can do only 2 people with few hours a day, or someday we take, I don't know, 7, 8 hours if something is broken or we get hacked or many comments to moderate and so on. So it depends on. Okay. Side growth from this in
And
few years, first few years there were.
Yeah, I'm sorry, not to interrupt, but if you were to keep the site, what would you do in order to grow the site? That's really what we're talking about.
Uh, yes, now with this road, I will do social promotions with Facebook and Twitter campaigns, of course, with the quality and attractive articles over portals, because that brings a lot of people, new people. Keep on building a database of health facilities, and of course doing new things in jobs portal, like the new functions with more advertising agencies and bring more and more unemployed people to find a job. This is the future expectations, is also with useful functions with the new renewed portal, so people can use it for their own benefits. Like I say, patients with prevention blogs in their stories, and educational staff, then students, they're using educational portals, then unemployed, they have jobs portal, and all others have the main portals. So we must bring the portals and their functions to more and more people, so the traffic and the wealth known of brand of Zdravstvena.info will be more and more recognized. But we are only 2 million in Slovenia, so for now, in statistics, we are the second most visited health portal in our country. So in 5 years, we have planned to be the first most visited quality health portal in Slovenia. Yes, that's the main questions. Why I'm selling if everything is so okay and it's going well and the visitors are higher every month. I'm getting a baby in this year, and I don't have so much time more developing this, and my brother is also going to a faculty and he will also not have time. So that's the only reason why I'm selling the site, because of no time, and it's not good to abandon it because it's well recognized brand, people are using it, and it would be a shame if I abandon portals and in few years lose everything, visitors and things there. And that's why I decided to sell the portals, so a new team, new people with ideas and time, and of course resources can bring in slow time, 1 year or two, these portals to most visited in Slovenia, and developing health and healthcare on these portals.
Okay, I appreciate it. I've worked in any questions that have come in. Last call for questions. I'm going to forward it. One more here. My name's Adam Beebe. That's my phone number there, cell phone, email address, and Skype. Reach out to me. I can definitely answer your question. If I can, I can get the answer. You can request a prospectus by clicking the button in the in the listing, and I'll send you an NDA that needs to be signed. Once it's signed, I'll send you the prospectus. The recording of this will be up on Latona's within 24 hours. I don't see any other questions, sir. You've done a great job. I appreciate it. I'll be in touch shortly with interested parties, and thank you for your time.
Okay, thanks.
Take care.
Bye-bye.